and welcome back. Today we're building another microhome. Well, we're back to microhomes. Last week we did like a, I don't know, what was it? My dad's childhood home with the dad voiceover. Oh yeah, that was last week. Wow, that feels like a long time ago. Wow, that's crazy. Um, so this week I was kind of thinking I was going to do a little cottage for a fairy to live in. Because, I don't know, I've been watching like Coffee's Lunar Moon Goddess Challenge, which is really great and you should go check it out. But I'm really loving it and I think I'd like to do it on the channel at some point in time. But I was kind of feeling the whole supernatural thing, so I wanted to do the kind of, that whole kind of witchy vibe. But I was kind of feeling that. So I wanted to do like a little fairy cottage because I thought that'd be really cute. But instead, I started building like a round thing. So we've got this kind of like modern roundish house. I don't know. I call it the modern fairy ring, which you've probably seen from the title. So that's why it's got a kind of weird title. But anyways, I don't know. I was kind of feeling it. So it's kind of like modern nature-y-ish. Maybe a modern day fairy lives here. I don't know. Maybe just someone who really likes trees. I don't know. I don't know these things. I just turn up. I don't know where my videos go. I'm just here for the ride. Same as you guys. Same as you guys. But I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I kind of like this whole really weird tree in the center thing. I think that's like the main feature for me. And all the plants in this are very, what's the right word? Symmetrical? I don't know. They're all kind of, not exactly, but just kind of how I lay out the shrubbery on the outside, I find just kind of matches nicely, and it kind of continues the whole circle vibe. And I don't know, I just was feeling the circle theme. I don't know, I don't normally build on this kind of like angle, so that was different too. And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I also used some stuff that I wouldn't normally use inside, like this wallpaper. I thought that was kind of weird, but it was real earthy and I was kind of digging it. I don't know, I was going for the real earthy vibes, so that's just like what we're working with. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was a bit of a pain to do the floor plan, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I would have liked more space for the dining room, but in such a smallish home, you don't really get too much space. Unfortunately, this is a fairly expensive home, so it couldn't be a starter home. I think it's around $50,000. So sorry about that if you wanted a starter, because it's not the greatest starter. Although, if you wanted to expand on this, like say you had like a sim living here, do you know what I would do? I'll tell you what I would do. I'd build more little round cottages, and so you could have like the kids, and you could just connect them. You could even, what you could do is put it on the second floor or something, and then connect them by sky bridges. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe I should do that one day. But we'll see. We'll see. I think this might be the last micro home. I'm considering doing a community, not a community lot, well, kind of, a retail store that sells micro home stuff, but I might not. I might revisit that at a later time when we do more micro homes, because I would like to do more on the channel. But we'll see. I'm thinking about it. It just really depends on how creative I'm feeling, you know. But anyways, but the next build theme I'm thinking about is, you might have heard me mention in some of my series, but my Big Sister challenge is coming to an end soon. And so I'm kind of working on a new series, and I want it to be a Black Widow challenge set in a more medieval time frame. But as you know, with The Sims 4, we don't have a particularly medieval world to set it in. So I'm rebuilding a few of the worlds to be more medieval style. And I'm kind of doing this on top of everything else I'm doing, which, by the way, it takes me like 15 hours a week on top of working full time. So it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I have no time. But so I was thinking about maybe doing some of the builds for that on the channel and recording them for you guys. So that way I at least get one a week done, and you guys get to kind of get a sneak peek. Peek. I don't know. What's a preak? Maybe it's like a peek. Oh, No, because that's the right word. I don't know. Look, I can't talk. I've been awake for 4 hours and I've been motivating myself to get going, and here we are. But that's fine. Oh, man. But, that's kind of like my idea. I'm thinking if we get some done on the channel, then, like, you guys get a bit of a sneak peek, bit of a preview. You can get a bit excited about that. And I actually get to get it done, which is a bonus. And what else? What else? What else? What else? I don't know if there's any other bonuses for you guys apart from you get to see it done. So that's kind of fun. I've had a lot of fun building the lots that I've done for it already, but I just have no time to do anymore. So I like, oh. But yeah, so I don't know if I'll get them all done before we actually finish Big Sister. So I'm probably going to do like a shorter series like Wolfpack, or maybe even just slot in a seasons Let's Play there for a little while. I don't know. I haven't quite decided. That's fine. I don't need to know where I'm going. I have no direction in life. Let's be real. I just kind of, I don't know. I'm a bit impulse based. Like, I don't know. I just see something. I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it. Like, and it's really bad too, because I'm so good at, like, I'm fairly good at saving money. So I actually have the money to do that. So it's like, wow, I really want to upgrade my computer. Okay, yeah, let's just spend $1,000. Or actually, I'm going to buy a new phone. That's the latest thing. So my phone, I love the Sony phones. And I really love them for their battery life, their simple designs, and they're all around good. I don't really use the front camera because I know a lot of people don't like them because their front cameras aren't the best. But I don't take selfies. It's not a thing. I just don't do that. I think it's all a bit weird. I don't get the whole, like, looking at yourself feature. I don't even like looking in mirrors. Like, it's really weird having a mirror in my house. It's just weird. I don't know. I know that's really strange, but I think it's all very vain, and I don't really care how people look. I don't know. Maybe it's not vain's not the right word. It's very, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't work for me. I just have no interest at all in what people look like. I don't know. Maybe it's like a weird sexuality thing or something. I don't know. But you could look anyway and I'm not going to care. Like, as long as you're a nice person, that's all that matters to me. But, you know, that's fine. That's a different story. But, so I don't take many selfies because I just don't get the point of them. Because I don't see why other people want to see me when I really don't even care what I don't like, you know? It's just, I don't quite get the whole selfie culture. It's just not a thing I understand. So, yeah. If you could explain the appeal to me, that'd be great, because I really have no idea. My friends think I'm weird, but that's fine. Oh, man. But yeah, so I'm thinking about getting a new phone, and Sony recently has got a new phone out. It's like the Xperia ZX2 or something, and I've had my current phone for like 3-4 years, and it's another Sony one. I've always bought Sony phones. I don't know why. I just kind of had one and I loved it, and so I just kept on buying more. But I love the battery life on them. They're amazing. And so I have to charge my phone now 3 whole times a week, which is ridiculous for me because I was charging it once a week before. Like, you know, like, I don't turn it off at all. Like, I just charge it. And so now I'm charging it 3 times a week, which I know isn't much, but to me, it's a lot. So I really don't like it. So I'm like, oh, this is unbearable, Father. I'm buying a new phone. But it's like 800 US, which means it's going to be like 1,000 Australian dollars. So it's like, oh, man, what the heck? But I kind of want it. I might get it on a plan, and so, like, I don't need to pay for it all up front, but we'll see. I don't really like plans. I don't know. They're okay, but I don't know. They don't work for me. Oh, man. But the video is coming to an end. Oh, I might be starting this a bit prematurely, but that's fine. You can get this house on the gallery. It's OddNooblet. You can find all my other builds there. You could also check out the other speed builds on the channel. There's a whole playlist of them that'll pop up after the screenshots in my little end card. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye!